Namaste. Namaste, my name's Uma, Dinsmore-Tuli, and this is a message about a book that I'm glad you're even considering reading or reviewing. This is the book. This is Yoni Shakti. It's a woman's guide to power and freedom. And I wrote this book here, well, not exactly here, but I wrote this book here, and I'm just walking my dogs up here, so I'm sending a message because I'm coming to North America to promote some of the teachings in this book, to share what it is that I believe offers women a key to power and freedom, not just women actually, but everybody. And so this is a message for my North American readers and reviewers. This book is very fat. There's a lot here. So it's quite an undertaking to engage with reading it or even reviewing it. So I'm delighted that you're considering doing this. Fundamentally, you can see that there's four aspects to the book, and that's kind of what I want to share with my North American sisters, really. There's quite a lot of history in it. So there's a lot of stuff about the history of women in yoga. And I believe that's really useful for us as practitioners in yoga now and today, to know the roots, the women's roots, the feminine roots of yoga. But there's also a lot of practice. So there's a lot of illustrations and practices for ways to make our yoga practice really nourish us. It's a chilly English summer. And so there's politics and history. And there's practice, and there's a lot of stuff about the Mahavidyas, who are the wisdom goddesses. They are the 10 great wisdom goddesses, the kind of wisdoms that, ironically, you don't get through books. As well as that is so you kind of divide it into four parts: the history and the politics, and then there's these practices and the wisdom goddesses. But there's also thousands of stories. I'm a listener and a storyteller, so I spent over 20 years working in yoga for women's health, yoga therapy, for supporting us as women in our vital energies, in our roles, our multiple roles as creative entities, as sisters, as lovers, as wives, as mothers, as businesswomen, as homemakers, as artists, as connected to the earth, you know. So all of these different manifestations of our women's energy, I'm trying to explore how yoga can really support us. So it's a lot about menstruality consciousness, actually honoring the seasons of our bodies as we age and as we move through the lunar cycles of menstrual cycles and beyond and before as well. And these voices, these stories that I hear, are all the stories of women that I've worked with. So I've been really fortunate to be training yoga therapists and working with yoga teachers for women's health, women's cycles and experiences in pregnancy and birth and postnatal recovery and menopause, and all these different initiations into power. So I'm delighted you're thinking of reading the book and maybe reviewing it. And one of the key messages, really, I think that different people take different things from it, but you may really want to connect in perhaps with this idea of the female siddhis, these great powers, these initiatory powers that really allow us, if we meet them fully consciously as women in our lives, they really open up huge power and freedom. And that's what the book's about, power and freedom. This is Tess, who's one of the collies that I'm walking. So this is my message. I'm delighted to be back in North America. I lived in Connecticut for a year when I was about 18, 19, and I loved it. And I'm delighted to come back and visit my North American sisters. I'm in US and Canada. And I really hope that some of the messages of this book do get out, because I think it's important, it's timely. So thank you very much for considering writing a review, and thank you for reading this book. And namaste. I hope maybe I'll connect with you in person, but if not, I'd really love to be in touch with you through the magic of the interweb. So thank you so much. Lots and lots of love to you, and all power and freedom to you.